Brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for Darius Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. From the 41, Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Rams' 21-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Second down, Haskins. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Throwing on second down. Haskins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Here's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That touchdown certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone, and that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down.
I got you, boy.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown. Washington. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here I come. 17.
Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Redskins' 49-yard line.
180.
Here's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 21. On first down, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Hey. 4 down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 24, Haskins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down.
180.
Goff throwing again. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 28. Now Goff.
This is why trying to...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
DC.
Goff now looking to throw. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Check hot. Watch twitch. Watch 12. Switch.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Goff now looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Everyone come.
To throw is Goff. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gary Jennings. in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback. And bring it out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Goff now to throw, and that's complete to Cooks. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
He's time right here. Time on the right. Time on the right. Four down.
Out of the gun. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. Way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Gurley. Oh, he's got a little day up. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 30. And all the way down to the A big run there by Gurley. 53 yards. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
On first down, it's gone. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gary Jennings, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a three-point game. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Switch it here, switch it. Slam, slam, slam.
This is Geis. Now we're going to get a stoppage, and oh boy, that looks to be Geis, who is down on the turf. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
What we got?
Third down. Here's Haskins. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
What? 180. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? and who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen this.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They run again with Breida. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd and 9, Goff looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gilbert. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. This is Jennings. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Hey, Haywood!
The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. And no, it's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Important extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got him nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now gone. And his pass incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there, but they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Haskins going to try to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd and a yard, Goff nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. One last throw here for Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here.
And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Redskins, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly.